Today talking about Zebec Network, Zbcn. Over the last 24 hours, up around 15% here. Again, Zbcn, crypto, utility crypto, altcoin that I've talked about pretty extensively over the last 60 days or so. Really maybe over like a little bit longer than that, last 50 days, 75 days or so. Zbcn, again, a coin that I'm very, very bullish on heading into this cycle. A ton of utility in a specific niche and sector that I think is just going to have a ton of value in a project like Zbcn, really trying to disrupt that specific niche and industry. Multi-billion, billion, $100 billion type of industry, the payment processing industry, specifically for employers and paying employees. Zbcn, though, however, we're sitting at a $243 million market cap. Trading volume is up 31%, 32% to 25 million. We have kind of been seeing for a while now positive things happening with Zbcn. It did have a crazy run up. If you look at the last year here, Zbcn, again, when I first started talking about it, it was like back in March when I had first started making videos on Zbcn, and it did have a crazy run up here to 006, back down here to 002, which again is still up pretty significantly from where even it was back in February, where it was at triple zeros, etc., etc. And even since the last video I've made on Zbcn, they are still continuing to innovate and make power moves here. You can see here back from June, right? The payroll market is going in real time from large enterprises to real everyday families. Zebec is changing how the world gets paid. And I've talked about it before. I recommend just going to look at previous videos that I've made on Zbcn. But basically, Zbcn wants to essentially, in its purest form, be able to use blockchain to have employers pay their employees in real time. Like, you work for an hour, boom, you get paid after that hour, right? You work 2 hours, you get paid for 2 hours after 2 hours, or whatever it may be. Even maybe getting paid down to the seconds. You can see here Zebec also has a pretty strong team, right? We've talked about it before as well. If you take a look at kind of their team on their website, the team and the, I guess, experience that the team does have, right? Sam, Simon, and things like that. But their advisors, Joe McCann, Lisa Robbins, and Joe Stockhart, two former executives at ADP, which again is the largest payroll processing company in the U.S. I believe maybe not the largest, but one of the largest, $100 billion market cap stock. And they're adding to the team here Mark Turkington, head of AML and transaction monitoring at HSBC, Wojtek Zatorsky, co-founder of GateKnox, architect behind BLIK, global fintech veteran, and Nick Andrews, CEO of Strata Global, ex-Wells Fargo director, decades in banking and compliance. All essentially being added, right, with their expertise to the Zebec Network team, right, and the advisors, and being able to kind of innovate and grow Zebec moving forward as well. You can see here two new leaders as well, head of user interface and product management, right, who are two pretty extensive backgrounds in the fintech space overall. But taking a look again just deeper at where I think Zebec could go, right, at pretty much an 8 billion market cap, it's a 32x from here. I do think north of 5 billion market cap is very attainable for a project like Zbcn, right, as we talk about where coins are now and where they will essentially be in the bull market. Right, we talk about coins like Zbcn, would that do provide just a ton of utility and a ton of value. So again, just kind of wanted to give everyone a refresher. It is positive that it is up around 15% over the last 24 hours at the time of essentially me recording this video as well. But please, you guys, drop a like on this video. Let me know how you guys feel about Zbcn. Obviously, I do remain very bullish here on it. Please hit the subscribe button, you guys, and as always, have a great day.